Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am so happy to be here with you guys and share everything with you on daily basis. So today is Sunday, so happy Sunday everyone. Today I had a date with this basketball professional player, but guess what? I actually canceled it. And I have a valid reason for that. So he did ask me to choose the restaurant because I am from, like here, my city, and he's a foreign man, like it's not his home city. And then I realized, well, I don't care. There is Google, there is people you can ask. You're the one who's asking me for a date, so you have to do the effort. And then I told him gently, hey, you know what? I don't think I'll be able to choose a restaurant. You do it yourself. I'm sure you're gonna do a great job. And he did answer laughing. He said, okay. And afterwards, he sent me a video, right? And it was a very weird video. Like the content was a lady, like doing something a little bit sexual, and it was creepy. I didn't know why he'd send me that. Like, it was very weird, and I was like, why you send me this? He said, oh my god, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. I wanted to send it to a friend and tell him like women would do anything for attention. And he actually gave me the egg. And I was thinking at the moment, wait, I do have standard, and I am very intentional with everything I do, and this is not aligned with the standards that I have or the type of man I would like to be with. This is not my man. At first I already knew like he's not my man, but I was open to the idea to meet him and see what's all this about and all that. But when he did this, I was like, oh no, I need to be true to myself, respect myself, and respect my standards. Otherwise, I am going to send the wrong message to the universe, and I will not get what I want. It would be a step backwards. So I just sent him a message, and I was like, hey, you know what? Something came up, and I cannot meet you tomorrow. That was yesterday, right? And he answered immediately, and he was like, yeah, I was going to cancel anyway, so this is perfect. So I bruised his ego, and I think he was shocked because I canceled on him. He thinks like because he's famous or whatever, he can do whatever he wants, he can behave to whatever he wants, and he is not actually doing any effort to seduce me. He thought the fact that he's famous was enough. Well, he's totally wrong. He got the wrong lady here. So I was very proud of myself because I always take my time before taking any decisions. And if I take like the wrong decisions, I always rethink it and take the right one that is aligned with my goals and my standards and my new core beliefs and my new identity. And that's something that I'm very proud of and happy to be able to do on daily basis. I always pause. I always think before doing anything. And I know it might sound exhausting or, like not realistic. Like another person would say, you're just overthinking everything. Relax, just go with the flow, whatever. You never know what can come up to you. Well, not really, because I am working on something different. This is not just living, this is transforming my whole identity. So every action or every thought that I put there in the world is actually going to be, like the reflection of my next present, which is my future. So that's why I think that's a very good thing to do. And do not be shy to try to be very intentional with everything, even if like people think you're uptight or like you're thinking too much or like you are missing on stuff. Well, no, you're not missing on the stuff that are aligned with what you desire. You're just missing on stuff that are not really yours. Like you're not just getting things for now and waiting for the best to come. Just the best has to come or nothing. This is how I think. And I feel really good about it. My intuition is actually happy. I feel like very confident about the way I am handling stuff. And so yesterday I had a really nice day with my sister and my mom. We were to the brunch and we did some shopping and all that. It was really good. But it was not exciting. It was not fun. Like nothing amazing happened. But I had the consciousness, or like I was conscious of it, the fact that I was like, this is what I'm living now is actually the fruit of my thoughts of yesterday, or like not actually yesterday, but you know what I mean. So it doesn't matter. I am still going to feel fun and have exciting day because currently I am creating my future. So my present doesn't really matter because it's already the past for me. You know what I mean? And I really love the fact that I'm aware about that and I can comprehend the situation, because if I am not aware about that, I will just continue creating the same thing if I have the same feelings over and over again. So that's why I am always intentional with my feelings as well, and make sure to feel different feelings on daily basis. And those feelings are going to be the mirror or the image of my future, which is my next present. Isn't that amazing? This is how we create our life. This is how we create our reality. And people that are stuck in the same reality are just people that are feeling the same feelings, saying the same things over and over again, and don't know what's happening and why. But if you are aware of this idea that if you change your feelings, your beliefs, your like thoughts, you will have a different tomorrow. And that's exactly what happens. So today is Sunday. I didn't go to the date, but I felt really good. I had a really nice morning. I woke up and I decided to do like a very, very deep cleaning. And I think I needed that. So I throw all the things that I not using anymore, all the clothes, all like the old pictures of me and my exes, their clothes as well. Like it's like I am liberating space for new energy to come in. Otherwise, if I have the same energy, well, I will be in the same space again. So it was very awesome, and I did that with my family, and it was a fun moment to share together, and everyone was doing their parts and also doing their own cleaning, and it was really awesome. So I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really happy with all the actions that I'm doing so far. And I also wanted to share something with you. So basically, I do not have a really good relationship with my dad. You can say that I almost have no relationship with my dad. And it have been like for almost 10 years now, or like more than 10 years, I would say. And my dad was not a very loving person, very narcissistic, very materialistic. He chose money over his family. Basically, that's like the whole story. And he doesn't like me specifically because I was the one who was speaking the truth and, like telling my mom stuff like that he was doing and all that. So he had the kind of anger against me, or toward me. But yesterday I was doing my positive affirmations. I actually bought an LED mask that I'm using on my face. Actually, I really love that new routine that I'm incorporating, and I can see that my face is glowing with that one. If you guys want any recommendations or want more details about that mask, I can share that as well. So I was having my moment with my LED mask on my face. I was closing my eyes and I was just started doing like some random positive affirmations, such as my life is so easy, everything I desire comes to me so easily, my life is so fun, I am having so much fun, I love everything about my life, I have so much money, I can do whatever I desire, everything is so awesome, I love myself. And then I started speaking about love, right? I love myself, I love my hair, I love my body, happy, I love my family, blah, blah, blah. I started loving different stuff, you know? And out of the blue, I said, I love my dad. Well, I was like, and I just continued, you know, I didn't ask too much questions. Like, I didn't stop. Like, it was something like inside of me that spoke, and it was like, I love my dad. My dad is so supportive. My dad loves me very much. My dad provides for me and protects me. My dad is so proud of me. My dad is amazing. He's an amazing man. I love him, and we have an amazing relationship, etc. It was for like whole 5 minutes of loving my dad. I was like, what is this is all about? You know, like, this is amazing. And I did some research, and I found out that it's like because I started loving myself, you know, like really loving myself and giving love to myself, and like speak it like in the universe and all that, like loudly. It's like this part of me that was despising my dad or like hating my dad because of his behavior, as it actually was healing. It's like that part of me was accepting that I can move on from that. I don't need that kind of energy. I don't need to hate on anything. I actually replaced that hate with love. And it's like my little self, I don't know how to say that, but you know, like my kid inside of me was speaking about the love maybe that never received from her dad, but that she can finally feel it. And I think that way it's like I am also saying that I am finally free from always attracted the same type of man, which is narcissistic man, bold, really bold and narcissistic men who are full of themselves and materialistic, etc. It's like I'm always attracting like a version of my dad, and this is exhausting, right? But I think it's like now I am liberating myself from that. I am no longer chasing that type of man, you know, to prove my love, because I was always waiting for my dad to love me, or like, you know, like prove love to him. So now it's like I am free, and I think I know the reason why. First of all, it was the fact that I rejected the basketball player because he was not aligned with my standards. So I actually made a statement, and I sent a clear message to the universe saying, hey, this is no longer what I want. This is not aligned with what I desire or my standards. So no, thank you. And I do not care if he's famous or has money or whatever. It's not what I'm looking for. I have specific standards and I am sticking to them. So that was very clear. The other thing is, I actually had another incident. So there was this two guys on Instagram DMing me all the time. They try to, you know, like separately, they try to get out with me, right? Like inviting me on a coffee date or whatever. But it's a very, very low effort kind of pursuing me. You know, like they're doing like the minimum, like, hey, tell me when you're free and we're gonna go take a coffee, or like, hey, where are you now? I'll come and we can sit and take like, no. And those guys, I actually know them very well. They used to, one of them, it was like actually two of them, I studied with them a very long time. One I studied like in when I was in high school, and the other one was in the university. So I was like, you know what? It's time for me to say no to that kind of energy as well. Because before I was just always saying, yeah, sure, whatever. Yes, I would tell you, yes, we can do that. Yes. That was my response. It was polite response, right? But they were always talking to me with no reason. It was just going round and round like a cycle, like infinite stupid cycle. And I was like, it's time to say no to those as well. So I just sent a message to both of them, you know, like separately, obviously. And I said to them, hi, yeah, you know, I would love to have a coffee with you, but I do have a man in my life, and I respect him like I really respect him, and I don't think he would be happy for me to go out with another guy. And they just said, oh, okay, sorry, I totally understand, thank you to say that, blah blah blah. And hey, that was also clearing energy. That was also like a very, very clear message to the universe saying, no, thank you. I do not want those type of men, low energy, low effort kind of situation. I'm not interested. I am sticking to my standards and period. So I think the fact that I started rejecting men that are not aligned with my standard, like in a very clear way, not just not like keeping some plan B or C or D, whatever, just in case. I'm no longer doing that. It's actually working, and now I got to heal a part of me that was always despising my dad. So I am no longer open to those narcissistic, like very selfish men who are like very egocentric, who wants like a girl just to, like look, like be with them so that people can look at them like, yeah, like she looks really good, and like, wow, he's so lucky he has this kind of girl with him, whatever, you know what I mean? So I actually feel free. I feel really good. I think finally I will be attracting a different type of man. I don't know. I had this feeling like finally I am breaking the cycle because I am saying no. I didn't know it was that easy. I just have to say no. And by saying no to what I do not want, I am saying yes to all the things I want. So I don't know if it makes sense. And I have a feeling now I am going to meet the type of man I desire. And the type of man that, or maybe I am continuing to say no until that type of man will appear. But one thing that I'm sure about is I am very, very clear about what I want, and I am very clear about my response to everything that comes my way that is not aligned with what I want. Because before, I'm always like, yeah, I can try, whatever, let's give it a try, never know, maybe I'll be surprised, or, I'm always like, it's like I'm not sure about what I want. I am not expressing fully what I desire. But now I am doing it unapologetically. I don't know how to say that word. But you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's amazing actually. And all this is because I am doing the work. I am doing positive affirmations day and night. I am speaking to myself like with love and respect. I am intentionally doing actions that are aligned with what I desire. I am choosing what I want, and I am not chasing, I'm actually receiving. And I am 100% sure that I am receiving all the things I want and desire and nothing less. So I am not operating from a place of fear or doubt or shame or whatever is that feeling. I shift to another place where I operate from confidence, peace, happiness, fun, and love. You know what I mean? And I do have another incident that happened. Yesterday was eventful, but I think that's because I am shifting very much at the moment. So that's why I have this kind of moments where I express fully what I desire. And I like that. It's like a catalog. Like the universe is giving me this and this. And I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Until I say yes. You know what I mean? So yesterday, so before, I'm gonna give you like just a little backup story. I actually I applied to a job opportunity to with this company, like this company, like international company that will offer me to go live abroad and cover all my accommodation expenses and all that. It was very exciting, right? Like that's, I thought at that moment it would be like very good for me, like to get away. But I didn't get the job and I just got rejected. And when I got rejected, I also like find out stuff about that company, that it's very toxic, the way they work, etc., and the way they judge people. It was not very good, right? It made me feel very, very insecure about myself and everything else. And yeah, so months pass, and yesterday my sister say, hey, well, you know that company that you applied to, they actually have a new job that is like very much aligned with your qualifications and your career. It would be like amazing next step for you. I was like, oh really? And she said, yeah, they're asking this and this and this, and you actually would be good at this. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And they offer the same things, like living in another country, or the expenses and all that, accommodation free, etc. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I am going to apply, see what happens. I'm just gonna do it for fun and see, and if I like it, I'll take it. If not, I would not take it. And after like few minutes, I thought about it. I was like, no, I am not applying, because if I apply, I am actually saying yes to something that is not aligned with my standards. I do not want a 9 to 5 corporate job. I do not want to work in a toxic environment. And I do remember how they, like they were with me. So why I would again try them and like give them the power again and like be stressed. Even if I said I don't care, that's not true. I'm lying. I know that I'll be caring if they take me or not. So I was like, nope, I am not chasing. I'm not going to say, hey, maybe I'll take this job. It's gonna open me a lot of opportunities. You never know. Well, no, I am receiving. I do have a really good life at the moment. I have an amazing routine. I'm very satisfied about what I'm doing, and I already have something that I'm doing, I'm busy with, which is my current project, which is shifting my identity. So I do have something really, really good going on in my life. I do not want to get away anymore. I do not want to, like just do something because I need to do something out of fear. I'm actually very, very peaceful at the moment. So I am honoring my peace, and I refuse to apply again. And I felt really good when I said that. Maybe another person would be like, no, what if you miss on an opportunity? What if like you miss an experience, etc.? Well, maybe for you, but for me, I don't see it like that. I actually evolved, and I know what I want and what I do not want. So by doing that, again, I am saying to the universe, no, that is not aligned with my standards, with what I desire, etc. So I really love how I started thinking and operating, and also taking actions based on, like awareness. You know what I mean? And it's not something that is difficult for me at the moment. It's very easy. So it becomes like a habit. So I did build a habit of awareness. And I do think that actually makes me super smart, and like, yeah, even smarter than what I was before. So I am very happy about the results of my core beliefs changes and my identity shift, and it's still happening. And I am very confident that all the things I am desiring are happening in the right moments. So that's why I am leaning back. I am receiving in peace and happiness and fun and excitement and full of love. So, thank you guys for listening to me on this super nice Sunday. I hope you guys having a good day. And if you guys have any questions or anything to share, don't feel shy. I will be here. Thank you and bye.